Hello and welcome to a brand new Bearded Geek toy review. In today's video we're going to look at the Star Wars Black Series Centerpiece collection. Stay tuned. Hello everybody and thanks for joining us on another episode of Bearded Geek toy reviews. So today I'm going to be looking at the Black Series Centerpiece collection. Now these were a short-lived range of kind of statuesque dioramas that Hasbro released in 2017 and 2018. And you can kind of pick these up for a lot cheaper than what they were originally released for. And they do have some lovely little touches and special features. Now I've got 3 of the 4 that were released. The first one that was released was the Darth Vader A New Hope diorama back in 2017, followed by Luke Skywalker from The Empire Strikes Back, and then we have this third one here that we're going to take a look into in more detail, which is Kylo Ren from The Force Awakens, and then there was a Rey from the Starkiller base scene at the end of The Force Awakens. And then, unfortunately, Hasbro then cancelled the line. But we'll go into more details of why I think this range, as good as it is, didn't survive longer than the 4 pieces that were released. So let's take a closer look. So the Centerpiece collection is essentially a statue and electronic diorama that has some light-up features on it. And also has some other areas in which to place other Black Series figures. So it's completely in scale with the 6-inch Black Series line. So as you see on the rear of the packaging here, you've got the Kylo Ren kind of statue stroke figure that comes with this set. And there they have 2 of the First Order Stormtroopers on the set also. And then it outlines obviously which parts do light up. So you've got this flame effect here. That once you insert the batteries in, and obviously then this laser bolt here from that really iconic scene at the beginning of The Force Awakens where Kylo Ren uses the Force to stop Poe Dameron's laser bolt in midair, which was a really cool scene and just showed you, kind of like re-emphasised how powerful Kylo Ren was going to be. So as you see on the side, it says it's the 3rd one in this collection. And then there's just an image of Kylo Ren on the side there. And then this is different to the first 2 boxes in that this actually opens up like this, so, and gives you a better, more shots of obviously how the diorama looks with those extra figures, and then gives you a very good action shot there of what it looks like when it's all set up. So let's get it open and have a look. So first of all, you can see when we take it out of the packaging that obviously Kylo does need some assembly, and obviously the rest of the diorama does need some assembly as well. There are instructions which we'll go through, and I'll just like to show you that the base obviously is underneath here. And there's the instructions and all the safety information you get with it. So that's the base in which obviously you build the diorama, and then as you can see the batteries, this one takes 3 AAA batteries, go in that compartment there. So let's get the old screwdriver out and put the batteries in and then start building Kylo. So we've inserted the batteries, and just before I turn this over, one thing I just want to point out is that the set does come with these little pegs which are here, which you can then use to put in the holes that are on the other side, the various footholds for the other figures, and then that helps the other figures stand on the diorama, and that really is a nice little touch of Hasbro. So Kylo here comes in essentially 4 pieces, and from what I can gather, obviously you've got 2 skirt sections here that add to his cloak. and then you've got the legs and the torso, and then you've got the actual top of the body there. So let's start assembling him, following the instructions carefully. So he took a little bit of persuasion, really was a little bit of a tough thing trying to get the top of the body onto the legs, but we've got there in the end. So that's the completed Kylo Ren figure. So Kylo's now added to the diorama, and what we've used, it came with a pre-existing peg for that foot in there, and I've taken one of the existing pegs that was underneath the diorama section and placed it in there to keep his leg in place there. So we just need to start adding the other details. So first of all, we've got the tower section with the laser bolt in mid-air, and as you can see, there's a kind of like plug-in system there that goes in for the section over here. So let's get that in there. And next we have this rather cool flame effect, which attaches onto the bottom here. So I'm just going to put that in place now. And finally, the final piece to be added is Kylo Ren's cross-haired lightsaber, which will go in his hilt as such. Slots in rather nicely there. And there, the diorama is complete. And if we click on this button here, you can see that's a very, very cool effect with the flame and the laser bolt looking as if it's in midair, being held by Kylo Ren's force powers. That's a really, really cool diorama. So, as mentioned previously, I have two of the other 4 Black Series Centerpiece collections that came out, and the first one that was released in 2017 was this one, and I got this last Christmas for a bargain price of around about £20 on Amazon with a Amazon gift card that somebody gave me. Now, this has a similar lighting function. Very cool there of Darth Vader striding through the doorway of the Tantive 4 from A New Hope, taking a little bit of dramatic license because he doesn't actually do that. It's more like the end scene of Rogue One, and obviously for added effect I've added this battle damaged stormtrooper who's using the pegs that it comes with is on the base as well, and then I threw in a Black Series Rebel Trooper as well, who's trying to fight back from the Imperial forces as they board the Rebel blockade runner after the plans for the Death Star. So yeah, again, it's a lovely cool little diorama, but sadly there's no articulation in Darth Vader. He's a solid figure who doesn't move, but he still looks cool. The second one of the Black Series Centerpiece collection that was released was this one from An Empire Strikes Back, which is a Luke Skywalker in his Snowspeeder pilot's outfit, striding above the leg of a flawed AT-AT. Again, this one also has a lighting feature like that, which is really cool. And this one I got sometime around about January this year, and picked him up for a bargain price of around about £15 from Kapow Toys. They said they had some damaged stock, and that's why he was so cheap. And when it arrived, the packaging wasn't damaged at all, so I don't know what their definition of damaged stock is, but I ended up getting myself a real bargain there. And that's a cool little diorama. It did come with some extra snow bit, which I haven't added, which you can put in like snow troopers. It has the holes for the feet there, but I've just added there because I don't actually have any snow trooper Black Series figures at the moment. But again, another little cool diorama of Luke in action. So, as I've said, there are really cool dioramas and statues. But I think one of the reasons why this line has been stopped by Hasbro after the 4th release, which was Rey on Starkiller Base, is, I think, for 2 reasons. One, I think the affordability. These sets usually retail for around about $50 stroke £50. And I think for what you were getting, collectors probably didn't see that as value for money. These sets I've picked up for a lot cheaper price, bar this one, which was a birthday present this week from my partner. But even then, I sent her a link to it and said, oh, you know, if she's stuck for a few ideas for what to get me for my birthday. And even then, this currently on Amazon is around about £30, so that's still saving £20 on the original recommended retail price. So I think they were too expensive when they've been released. And then I think the second reason why this line has failed is, even though it is in scale with the 6-inch Black Series collection, the fact that the main figures that you get with the Centerpiece collection, they're not articulated. They're not Black Series figures. They're essentially a statue that you put together in several things. There's no articulation on them, and I think it's a bit of a shame that they've missed a bit of an opportunity there. And had this line come with a Black Series figure, that you could then have some extra playability and move around, and then have him on display as part of your collection, or play with, or then have them as part of the diorama. I think it would have been seen as better value for money. So I think that's probably the reason why this line has been cancelled by Hasbro, which is a shame because it had a lot of potential. You know, you think of all the iconic scenes in all the Star Wars films, and you know, they could have done so much more with this. They could have done some scenes with perhaps Darth Maul or Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jango Fett, Anakin Skywalker, you know, characters from the prequels, more characters from the original trilogy, and you know, more characters from the sequel trilogy and the spin-offs as well, Solo and Rogue One. So, and perhaps even the Clone Wars cartoon or Rebels. So it is a shame that we didn't get more, but I can see why Hasbro did cancel this line. But I'm glad I've got these 3 sets. They're great looking on the shelf, and I look forward to making a bit of room and sticking Kylo Ren with his Force powers there somewhere on the shelf where he can look as imposing as he does. So if you're in the room for, obviously, you know, getting something like this, like I say, they've got a nice little light feature with them, a nice little diorama statue to add to your Star Wars collection. It looks cool on the shelf. Then pick these up, but I certainly wouldn't pay full price for them. If you can get them for around about £20, £25, £30 at the most, then I think you're getting a real bargain. So thanks for watching the video, and if you did like it, please leave a like, and if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to tell you when the next video is loaded up. For the next video, what I've got is a choice of 4 products. So what I'm going to do is put a poll on my Twitter page, which is @DjangoMac72, for you to choose the next video. You've got a choice between Doctor Who, 2 Star Wars Black Series figures, and a Michael Myers Halloween NECA figure. So the choice is yours. The poll will be up for a couple of days, and then whichever one is the winner, then that's the next video that you'll see. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Hello and welcome to a brand new today's video. We're looking at the Black Series. It's fucking